Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me for Procurement Insights by Proquisto. Today's topic is demand management in indirect procurement. Demand management is a term that originates in the planning and forecasting practice of supply chain, but is now applied at indirect procurement organizations and, in my view, in an incorrect manner. So mostly today, I'd like to discuss how indirect procurement organizations can better utilize demand management practices. So let's begin. There's a well-known saying in the procurement world that a dollar of savings is more valuable than a dollar of revenue. And there is some truth to it, of course, since revenues are never generated at 100% margin, while a dollar reduced from spending can often flow to the bottom line fully intact. But there's another saying, and this time it's from the world of millionaires, and that is to the effect that you cannot get rich by simply not spending. Spending money, of course, is essential for business growth, and growth is vital to any successful business. So we need to broaden the horizon a little bit. We need to expand our approach from simply looking for opportunities for the business to eliminate demand. Questions like, do you really need these products or services? They're useful, but they can be short-sighted if they become the focus of every demand management conversation with your stakeholders. Instead, a nuanced and more business-oriented approach can better serve the organization. Specifically, we find that this approach encompasses 5 main pillars. Number 1, take part in demand planning and forecasting and influence demand at the planning stage. Number 2, ensure that your supply side is abundant and varied and guarantees your pricing and terms no matter what the demand level is. Number 3, ensure that the process to create demand is robust and it includes various business-related gate checks. Number 4, create a protocol to reassess demand periodically. Number 5, influence stakeholder thinking, behavior, priorities. Recruit everyone to think demand. A holistic approach that uses these 5 pillars are, in my experience, the most collaborative approach, and it really does have the highest chance of success in controlling demand. We looked at programs that mandated an overall reduction in business travel versus programs that used the 5 pillars approach, and we found that the latter were more successful. Frankly, these programs, number 1, planned and forecasted proactively. Number 2, they ensure that the travel provider choices are abundant and that there's an option to choose the most suitable partner for every business trip. Number 3, they ensured that there's a robust process to justify and approve business travel. Number 4, they reassessed arrangements with business travel providers based on market conditions or when these arrangements were up for renewal. Number 5, they instilled a culture of awareness among all stakeholders about the necessity to travel modestly and only when necessary. Lastly, there's another problem with a narrow approach of simply eliminating demand. And that problem is that because this approach is often contentious and creates friction with stakeholders, it is often pushed to the bottom of the priority list in procurement. Several studies have shown that only a fraction of procurement organizations view demand management as one of their core objectives. So at the end of the day, we need to remember demand management is not about how not to purchase, it is about how to purchase correctly and efficiently. I hope you enjoyed today's topic and stay tuned for more procurement insights from Proquisto. Thank you.